was there. Who that is?
There's a special guest at our doorstep. You're invited. Exclusive to Good Hope FM.
Now, as we hyped it up a little bit earlier, it is, of course, a sensational artist that joins us in our midst today on the Lunch Club. Always privileged, always honored to bring in somebody with global appeal, but also very, very local.
Absolutely, man. Born in Cape Town, raised in Germany, then also launching a part of his career in Toronto. WizTheMc is a fantastic, incredible artist whose sound refuses to live within a box, right? It steps outside the box, but we're going to do the official welcome to the Lunch Club, right? So in the Lunch Club, we say, because in the Lunch Club, we all fam. So we want to say to you as the MC, welcome to the show, man.
Away. Thank you so much for having me.
Come on now. You know what I love about your story? It's the fact that you started off in a small town, if I'm not mistaken, 80,000 people, Lindenberg, out in Germany. And now if you look at the global scale, there's over 8 billion people in the world. From the one 8 to the other 8.
Come on.
I love that.
Coming through with the bars.
I love that. People used to ask me in the beginning, like, why don't you like rap or sing in German? I'm like, there's 100 million like German speaking people, and there's 8 billion English speaking. So I will pick the 8. You know,
it's a numbers. It's a numbers game.
It's
a numbers game.
Exactly.
Listen, you've been making music for over a decade now. You've been releasing music for a long time. When you look back and you kind of think of what kept you going during the times when you felt like it was so easy just to give up.
Wow, it's a big question. You know, how I approached it was always like, I knew I was going to start bad. That was like my first inspiration. I was like with a friend in my room. I was like, all these rappers we listen to, they had to be bad at some point. So I just allowed myself to be bad. And I started at like 10 seconds of a song sounded good. I was like, by next week or next month, it might be 20 seconds.
Wow.
And then I'll have a good verse, a good hook. And by now, I feel like I can make a good song, you know? But it's like, it's bit by bit, you know? And I gave myself 10 years to get good. So I believe anything good takes 10 years.
You know what is so refreshing about that? It's that in this new generation, and I mean, we all fall victim to it as well, we want things to happen immediately. That immediate gratification where you say, oh, I just went viral and now I'm a global hit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It really does take 10 years though. And it's so beautiful how your path sort of went from photography, videography, buying your own equipment, being on the ground, getting creative, and then branched out into music as well.
Look here, I think the first thing we also want to bring to the attention, there's a full circle moment with the location we find ourselves in, because you were born in Cape Town, actually not too far from you, right?
Greenpoint.
Wow.
That is so crazy.
Yes.
And it's so beautiful that you've kept on coming back and made sure your roots are strong. Dad's from Durban.
Yes.
Mom's from Germany.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
I know. It's like, I don't know. It's just so inspiring. Like, just that my mom traveled, I think she must have been like 25 or 26, came out here, you know, back in the day, met my dad. It's like, it gives me so much courage. Like, I should be traveling the world, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm just not scared. And I feel like, you know, from my dad's and my mom's side, there's just so much inspiration and love I get that there's just like unlimited possibilities. And I believe it starts with your close circle and family that you can even believe that.
It's true.
You know?
And also starts, I think, with curiosity. It starts with a mind wide open and really open to all possibilities. For those of you who just tuned in, we've got WizTheMc with us. You might have heard him from his track, WizTheMc, Bees and Honey, Tyler all together. It's called Show Me. It's an incredible song. I want to hone in on this Tyler moment. She's also a fellow South African girlie.
Yes.
And she is just doing the most right now as we anticipate so many more awards coming her way. Break down this moment, because I know you had about 20 minutes to prepare for meeting Tyler via FaceTime.
It was wild. Like, first I was like at home and my manager calls me. It was like evening, and I really don't like phone calls to begin with, but so I pick up and he's like, yo, Tyler's going to do the remix. I'm like, what? He's like, you don't believe me? I'm like, not really, you know. And then like, yeah, she wants to hop on FaceTime. I was like, all right, let's do it, you know. And she showed me what she was working on. And the next thing I know, I'm like, yo, Tyler and the team wants you at Coachella next week.
What?
And I'm like, yo, like, you know, at that point I was in London. I was like, okay, well, let me pack my bags, you know. It was crazy moment. And it's like the whole thing about it being like full circle, you know, us both being from here, her obviously repping Josie more, me more repping Cape Town, which is, you know, a very unique bond, you know, which I hope grows. But it's like, it's beautiful, and it just makes sense, you know.
Tell us, what did the moment teach you about preparation? And I think alongside that, you often talk about saying yes first.
Yes.
and then figuring it out later.
Right.
Yeah, no need to be like, sure, you need to be prepared, but you can't really be prepared for the moments that will change your life.
Yeah.
You know, I think you just gotta allow yourself to dream in directions where you're not really ready to step in that room and just be in that room and be anxious, because I believe that's like kind of like yourself cheering yourself on for a future moment.
That
You
inner
know?
applause going
Exactly,
crazy.
yes.
I'm so here for it. Also, I know that when the Tyler moment happened, you reminded yourself that you're not dreaming big enough.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
Tyler wasn't on your radar at that time
Well, she definitely was, like,
in terms of a remix.
so
I
for
mean.
no, you're absolutely right. It's like we all knew, me and Bees and Honey, we knew Tyler would be undeniable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I put it as an analogy, it's like a rapper when you have your song, it's like I want Drake on it, you know,
Yeah.
which like, yes, it could happen, can happen, but it just showed me that like, oh man, yeah, I gotta dream bigger on so many levels, not just collaborations, but in everything, you know. And I feel like, you know, having had this big moment, to me is like, sure, you could say it's more pressure for future songs, but I just see it as inspiration for myself. I did that. I did half a billion streams. Let's do a billion next.
Come on.
Let's do a billion next.
I think we said this on air yesterday. You did 500 million. That is 500 million.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
do you understand the mathematics?
No.
Yeah.
Neither
500
do I.
million times that your song was listened to.
Yeah.
I think like if we can just take that
Yeah.
number in,
That's great. And we're hoping to push another 500
Oh, yeah.
million right now. I know you know the song Lunch Club is, and we want to just put you on real quick in case it's your first time hearing Was the MC right now. I know for sure you're going to be converted.
Show me love, don't need no money, don't need nobody, just need your body.
Okay, Wiz the MC's in the building. You having a good time, bro? Yeah,
Yes.
welcome to it again, man. If you guys just joined in, we are chatting to Wiz the MC. Incredible artist, creative, all-round great guy, man, who understands that it takes 10 years or 10,000 hours to hone your skill to get to that space. Some great gems that were dropped today so
How
far, man.
beautiful. Also, that song with Tyler
Oh.
and also your collaboration. You got to tell us more about it as well with Honey and Bees. Just, it takes me to a different place. And I
Yeah.
know that you mentioned that Tyler called you up, that 20 minutes for you to prepare. You said yes, you landed up. And where was it? And
I was the FaceTime. I was in Spain, eh? Yeah.
the FaceTime was in Spain. They flew you out to.
And then I was in London
Yeah.
working on music, and then I had to go to I wanted to go to California
Listen,
for.
I'm so
Yeah, no.
I'm so sorry you had to
Yeah,
go
I
through
can't,
that, man.
I can't. It's actually funny because in the beginning, like, it was really like a sort of not NDA situation where I didn't want to jinx it, and so there was this one. I think it was my brother's birthday, and it was like,
Whoa.
oh, you're gonna be back home. I'm like, I can't come. It's like, what? It's like, I'm playing Coachella with Tyler. You know, it's like, all right, that's fine.
That's
You know,
okay.
yeah, that's
It's a
okay.
worthy excuse.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, yeah.
So the performance, I mean, the song's about 3+ minutes. You come in for a minute. I mean, how
Yeah.
was that performing in front of all those people on a huge stage?
It was absolutely wild. Like I feel like there was not enough time for me to take it in. I feel like after I like watched the YouTube live stream, I only realized that it was real with the, you know, Coachella watermark. You see all these faces. And it's just wild, you know. It was my first time also on the grounds. I was never at Coachella as a guest.
Yeah.
It's also super expensive. I don't know if I'd ever
can
buy
imagine.
a ticket, you know. So it was free Coachella, and you know, the show with Tyler, it was absolutely mind blowing.
Sounds like a big win, man. Sounds like a
big,
big win.
big win.
Listen,
man.
Wiz, so at this part of the conversation, we do some quick fire questions. You
Okay.
answer quickly without thinking about it. Right,
Okay.
let's go. First song you ever loved?
Queen, We Will Rock You.
Wow. Okay. You set the bar pretty high initially, straight out the gate.
Yeah.
Studio at night or in the early morning?
Daytime.
Daytime.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cape Town or Berlin?
Cape Town.
Yeah. I'm going to give you an applause for that one. We win every time, man.
Every
Especially
time.
this time of year. One artist you would still get nervous collaborating with.
Justin Bieber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably, like, if he'd be next to me, yeah.
Wow.
I think it's so
fangirl.
possible
Yeah.
right now, especially with what's been going on with his sound, and
Oh,
he's working with Dijon. You know Dijon. Like,
Yes, yes,
and they've been
yes.
working on like some really different stuff. He's not looking at Max Martin. He's not looking at like the
No.
big, the Stargate guys.
Yeah.
He's looking at like people who he feels. I think it's gonna happen, man.
Yeah.
I
me
see it too. And you
Yeah.
also go a feeling when it comes to music. And if it's organic and it feels good, make it happen.
Absolutely,
Give us
absolutely.
this promise once you've done it and you're back in Cape
Yes.
Town. Please tell me you'll come around.
Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
100%.
Thank you so much. Lyrics or melody first?
Melody.
Okay. Biggest lesson music has taught you?
Be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got another one there?
I've got something that you've got in your hand.
Okay, it's the blue book. So, right, on the Lunch Club, what we do is last week's guest writes a question for this week's guest without knowing who it is. Right?
Okay, got it.
So you're going to get a question from Uncle Carl, who is a very well-known DJ and I think entrepreneur in music in Cape Town.
Yes.
And he wrote a question for you, and you will write a question for next week's guest.
Nice.
But let's get to his question. I'm going to give the blue book to you.
All right, you're going to have to decipher Uncle Carl's handwriting, our uncle in the music business.
He writes like my dad, eh?
I mean, I think it could be your dad, maybe, like in terms of age. In terms of age.
Wait, can you translate?
Yeah, I'm going to help you with that one. So Uncle Carl's question, do you want to read it?
Try.
It's one ply or two ply.
One ply or two ply?
So he's talking about toilet paper.
When it comes to ply, I'm so European. I go 5 ply. I blow the budget. 5. Give me 5.
Oh, that is a fantastic
Time's
answer.
over.
Yo, and this is a great question. I've been wanting to know, really. I was prepared for this moment.
I feel that.
Yeah.
More than us, actually.
Also, never experienced the luxury of a 5-ply.
Yeah.
Man.
There's certain places in
Does
Europe.
it come with a butler?
It feels like it.
Excuse the pun, obviously, but anyway.
Yeah, they put like furry animals as like the marketing thing.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
see how it feels. You can imagine, right?
Listen,
yeah.
Carissa, something to aspire to, man.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
knew. Now I've got new goals in life. I will say that. WizTheMc, you've been an absolute pleasure. Before you go, I have to ask you though. I just know that there are young people tuned in right now. Even some folks that may be a little bit swayed on their path, thinking, "I want to pivot into something
Yeah.
new." And I love your advice about staying curious and staying open. But what would you tell them to just inspire them to maybe even keep on going or try something new?
I think keep on going, and like even if it's the wrong direction, I think it's always worth the journey. Like for the longest time, I wanted to be a cameraman, like first photographer, then cameraman, and then I accidentally came into music videos, and that's how I got inspired to make music. So sometimes the wrong path will lead you to one that's even more meant to you. Because 12 years ago, I would say I'll be a cameraman. I'll be James Cameron or whatever.
And you'd be fantastic at
And
that
you would,
too.
yeah.
You know?
Listen, just on the note of cameraman, man, we just want to send some love to you for the work you did for King Easy.
Oh, you did your research, man. Shout outs to him, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys still in touch?
Wow. Sometimes you're right. I actually saw he was performing in Berlin just recently at like a platform that I know about. So yeah, I'm happy he's good, man.
Okay.
Oh, that's incredible. We're happy you're good, and thank you for sharing your time on the Lunch Club. Now, as we started the thing, we said we've got a mantra over here.
Yeah.
So help us complete this one, please.
Yeah.
It was the
So
MC.
what we got to say is we all fam. That's what we say together, right? So
We all fam.
All right.
Yeah.
In the Lunch Club.
we all fam.